We're back. The reason I grabbed that job was in the hopes that I could come out here and find this job before I validate and the clock starts ticking, and maybe I can actually make the 33 minutes if I'm all hooked up and ready to go when I validate. And I think it's this one here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Two taller stacks, 2 shorter stacks. So I'm gonna somehow get around to the other end of this car, so this string, so I can back up to it, get it hooked, all ready to go, then run inside and validate. Now, I believe I can run down the center line, the main line, till I get past all this shit, and then come into this one. My locomotive is, way back over here somewhere. I haven't paid for any repairs or done any maintenance on it yet. Oh yeah, I left it way back in the corner. Oh, come on, just give me... There we go. I think their non-VR needs some work. I pointed out the turntable in the last episode. I think it costs money to use it. Okay, that is off. That is off. That's off. There we go. K is off. Reverse. So much better. This will get more fluid as time. Anything new would be confusing to me. I have to learn things. I can't just pick up on shit instantly. A lot of people can just see something once and that's all it takes, but a couple of years ago I was diagnosed with an early form of dementia which affects memory, so I have to keep re-referencing. I have to keep thinking about what button I want to push. Which line I want to go on to. That's why you see me in the first video checking and double checking the schematic and everything. I want to buy a locomotive remote. I care about that more than a long license, I think. And there's no blue store here. Where you buy shit. Not that I have enough money, but maybe at the next station. Look at all this shit that we could take to the harbor. God, I could make $100,000 taking all this shit to the harbor. All this vegetation makes it hard to count how many lines over. 1, 2, 3, 4, I believe. We gotta get past this last switch here first. I'm just going to ride the foot rail so I can see what I'm doing. The original inventory in the original Derail Valley was easier to access, hands down. Unless you can, well, you can do it this way. Well, then that ain't so bad if you know which slot your shit is in. Just hit the right button. Okay, let's try backing up instead of just sitting here shooting with the bull. But you can still use right click for zooming. All these switches are defaulted to their correct direction for what I want. Defaulted to the furthest outside line. So I can put that away. God, to think I used to haul 65, 70 cars at a time. And you know, limited to hooking up to 4. Did I get there? I think so. I didn't feel a bump, but I'm right there. Oh, come on. I keep pushing shift instead of control. That other trailer valve faces the other side. It's kind of a bitch, but the other air shut off. Okay, we're hooked up. We could save a little more time. We could even hop back inside and charge the trailer brakes. Oh, they are charged because they're off right now. So as soon as we crack those valves open, it sent air to the trailer. Alright, we're all set. We can go validate and then run like the wind. The F button for fast travel makes you jump further than it used to. There's that job. Okay, haul it to machine factory. Deliver at C41. B10 to C41. I was wondering if I could catch a sign that says this is B10, but we can yeah, this is the right shit. Just wanted to know for sure before I drove all the way there with it. Okay, forward, throttle, brake. We should have enough fuel. I remember in the old Derail Valley spending $7,000 or $8,000 to service one of these locomotives, and you know, that shunting job was only $4,000. This one's $10,000. We need the world map. Well, that works okay. Well, 1, 2. stay to the right at that first switch. We've got to go through the farm. Well, getting to the machine factory is the same as it always has been. And you're supposed to be able to run faster on these lines. And you're supposed to be able to add a 10 to that 6. They showed the, well, or something like that. It's not 6 kph, but like 60. Although that seems excessive for that part of the track. That would mean that sign is 110. That 80 shows flat ground. There's a Y. I gotta stay to the left. Yep. Shouldn't have any problem shooting through the food factory. I'm sure there's loads here we could take up north, you know, or look at the tractors. But we can only haul 4 cars with our license. Can't even, this is too much vegetation. This is ridiculous. I'm sure there's loads that I could pick up at any one of these stations. We got, oh, it's just the other station coming up. Look at all those tank cars. stay to the right and there. Stay to the right there, stay to the right there. Stay to the left there, stay to the right there. Yeah, the map is the same layout. They just redone the stations. And they talked about straightening out some of the geometry on the corners. Oh, there's a bad part of the scenery. Making it not so easy to derail and shit like that. And you hear the wheels singing just a little bit. They said you can still listen to the wheels just like you always did. I would never have gone this fast through here before. Did we lose our cars? No. Or maybe we did. I think we popped an airline loose or something. Because the train came to an emergency stop. Well, let's set the trailer brakes, set the train brakes, and go see what'll let loose. First car derailed. Third car derailed. I think you have to separate the cars in order to re-rail them. $535. And I have to rehook it. Because it doesn't matter which is which. Except the cars are too far apart and it won't reach. They roll together. These bumpers are tight. And I gotta hop in the cab, push everything together. Throw it in reverse. Open that valve so as soon as I start hooking lines on, it can start recharging cars. I think they're probably all undone. Yep. Every fucking car is unhooked. Can I reach over? Just one valve I can't see. There it is. I got it to light up for a second. Let me step over this way. There it is. That's one car. Oh, I didn't spin the handle. There we go. Up this handle. Didn't want to undo that. Open the valves. Where's the other valve? There it is. Imagine if you had 30 cars. No. God dang it. Stop doing that. I'm trying to light up that thing. Now crouch into the air. Yeah, wouldn't it be lovely to do this to 40 or 50 cars? Tighten it up already, didn't I? This is the one that wouldn't reach. Now it's alright. Well, so much for a time bonus. Switch coming up, which we need to slow down for probably. And we need the switch remote. That's going the right way. Looks like you drive right through it. Well, I got my first derailment out of the way on the first day. First load on the first day. So now I can never do it again. Isn't that how it works? Pretty straight run up to the next one. Some speed on. I don't know if they made that button work or not. I used to have a mod that would make the fan run. When you flip the switch, the fan would come on. But it's not cooling down, it's only getting hotter. That's on the same key. How do they expect you to run fast if the engine overheats? And they didn't make the fucking fan work. It still doesn't work. They took away the mod that allows the fan to work, but they didn't do anything to make the fan work. Look at the temperature. That's bullshit. Either make the fucking fan work or give us the mod that makes the fucking fan work. This is pointless. It's a waste of time to turn it on. It doesn't do anything. It never did anything in the first Derail Valley. You're supposed to get there in 33 minutes to make your time bonus, and you can't even run the fucking engine hard enough to make any speed. We did need to slow down for this, but not this much. Almost midnight. And this is only the first load I've pulled. I shunted one, and then this is the first actual load. I've been devoting the last 3 weeks to a new game called SnowRunner, and I had some in between jumping on this thing at noon today and then coming back later this evening. I had some file maintenance stuff to do on SnowRunner. That took a long time. Just changing like a few parameters, make the steering behave better. Make the steering more responsive to controller inputs. Little things like that. As you're trying to drive the truck down the road, and it's all over the place from one guardrail to the next because there's too big a dead zone. And simply increasing the stick sensitivity doesn't fix it. All that does is make the dead zone is still there. It's just when you get to the end of the dead zone, then it goes really fast. So I was just altering some parameters in the file system to allow the game geometry to be more sensitive to steering inputs. I'd like to throttle up, practically see the machine. I can see the machine factory up there. I'd like to run up in there, but look how hot the thing is. So obviously you need to try and get the better license for the better locomotive right away. And never take the shunters out of the yard. Just use the shunters in the yard and then use your big locomotive to haul your loads. I should cut power and figure out what line. I was sitting here shooting the shit and I didn't think about what line I have to deliver this fucking thing on. Why does that pop up in every button I push? Here we go. C41. I gotta pull. I should have done all this en route. Machine factory. I ordinarily would, but I had to get the train back on the track, and then I was just sitting here shooting the shit. C4I. And in the great scheme of things, where the fuck is C4I? Coming in from the south, we have to take that first turn that we already passed. Take the first right, then the left. Right, left, and then see, I don't know where. It's the last track out there. Furthest track out to the right. I'm not sure if we already passed the switch or not. I don't think we did. Oh yeah, this is it. Oops. Gotta switch back to forward. And now we're pulling it up a hill. I could put sand down, but it costs money to replace sand. Of course, it costs money to repair the wheels too, so I'm trying not to do either one. Just looking at how long I've been recording, I think we already shot the shit out of the bonus time with that derail. Is this right? I'm gonna go out on the footplate. That speed limit sign was right in the center of the tracks. Now this is B. We wanted C. Not even in the right fucking yard. Were there more tracks to the right? Well, this is B. So C is to our left. It goes B, C, D. So we came too far over. Motherfucker. I hate learning this shit all over again. I wasn't... Somewhere back here we gotta be able to get on C. That still says B. There's C1L. think those numbers need to be bigger. I didn't see C4I over there. I saw like C1L. There's the B yard. C yard. Well, C1L is on the opposite side of 4I. So it's straight in front of us, but just to the right. Roll up there slowly and see if I can figure out which one it is. See, I can't tell at this switch which way I have to go. Maybe I'll just stop here and go fucking figure it out. I can't see those numbers from here. They didn't make those signs bigger or give you a better zoom. I know eventually a person will get used to going to the same lines all the time and shit like that. So this is 1L. Okay. 2S. 3I and 4I. Okay, I see. That one line branches off into 4. That's why. But you can't tell that with all the vegetation on the ground. Gotta flip this one. I hate all this shit on the ground. Okay, that one goes that way. That one kicks us to the right. That one's to the right, that one's to the right. That one kicks us to the right. So many switches, you gotta start deciding half a mile away which way you want to go. So we need to go to the left here, and then the rest of them will kick us all to the right. understand it here, where all the different branches are. You know, I see one, but then I suppose the sign is supposed to tell you that it goes right and left. There's no sign up here telling you that it splits off into 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. But by now I suppose you can see the switches and you can see the number placards. I thought maybe I could spot the little building without bringing up the map. There it is. Okay, that's not the door. Which one was it in? We got paid for a job. Where the fuck is the wallet? Now we got 15 grand. Maybe we can buy a locomotive remote or a long license or something. I think the locomotive remote is the first thing that I would spend money on. Because even if all you're doing all day is shunting 4 cars at a time, you can't be running to the back and running back and forth all the time to see if you're clear of the frickin' switch. Alright, well we hauled a job here. We derailed cars, we re-railed cars. We got lost in these big new expansive yards. And we made some money. I think there's probably fees we gotta pay. $5,000. You're insured. Pay only the copay and the insurance will cover the rest. Does that mean the insurance would cover any damage on the cars? Geez, the fees are $11,000 and stacking up every second the locomotive runs. You can save money on this fee by servicing the vehicle manually. Press confirm to continue or cancel to go back. Your remaining copay is smaller than this fee, so you'll only be charged the copay. Press any key to continue. Yeah, I planned on servicing the vehicle. I was going to do that next. I thought I would end the video and then go service the vehicle and find the blue building and see what it costs to buy a remote and all that bullshit off camera. So I'm not burning gigabytes for that. But insert wallet. Now I have $10,000. But the insurance took care of the remainder of my fees. Confirm. Yeah, okay, I guess I'm done. Thought maybe there was something else you had to do. Print info. There we go. Pending $11,000. Look at all the fee details. Whoops, I didn't mean to put that. Where is it? I was going to walk over here to the table and throw it down. Why would it give me my $5,000 back? I mean, I'm not going to argue, but I guess I don't understand. It told me to pay $5,000. I don't know. But I'm going to go run around here and see if I can figure out where to service the dang thing and see if there's a blue building to so it says that way to go to the office. There's a passenger station here. There's a military base. You have to have special licenses for those. Point gives you an arrow to which way to go to the office. There's a service building. And between C and D there's another building. And there's a building over at E. So I guess E would be or that way. Wait a second. If that's north, then the service garage is over there. We're at the one in the middle right between C and D, and there's another one off behind me over there. Well, I'll figure it out. Gonna have to pull the train out to the north end of the yard, back it up all the way to the south end, and then go all the way over into the corner for service. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll do this again sometime. Have a good night.